All right, I'm gonna go over how I like test things. I have all these test prompts for different categories that just do things. You're more welcome to contribute to them or make suggestions and things that you think VibeUE should do. So I've got a lot of these right in here. I've been testing for days. I refactored my skill system in a massive refactor there to try and cut down the amount of trips things take and the amount of time it takes to do things. So as part of that testing, um, I enhanced VibeUE so that I can kick off a test from Claude, right? So VibeUE sitting here. Let's make this that. Put this over here. So it's gonna fix these as it goes. I'm working on adjusting the prompt, so it just lets it do everything, but and then fixes everything at once. But this will make a better video. So right now we're gonna do it this way. So it knows. I like to run Claude code and VS Code because it knows what file I have selected and sets context. It just lets me do things quicker that way. Um, so this is Claude code and GitHub Copilot. And you can run Codex and some other tools that way as well. So Claude code over here. Or Kylo, OpenCode. I think that's what those are. Or you can have them inside of GitHub Copilot. So yes, bypass permissions. So it goes my chat is this idle, the YOLO mode on. Boom. So now it starts sending all these test prompts that are in that prompt. And then this is using OpenRouter with DeepSeek v4 Flash, which is wicked cheap. Um, so all this testing is done here. And this is the model that I give to users for free. Um, and then I'm using Claude Opus or Fable over here to validate that what the in-editor chat did is correct and that the end-to-end results are correct. And it knows that like the skill systems has changed. So it's also fixing and updating the skills to see because some things are causing like round more calls than were necessary. So it's improving the skill system. Um, and sometimes finding bugs and methods and things like that as well. Um, as it goes through. So I don't typically do all of these end-to-end tests like every week because it takes me like a week to run through all of them. But like when 5.8 comes out, I'll be doing some refactoring for 5.8. I'll have to run through all these tests. But for my new skills changes, there's a major refactor. I got to run through all these tests. So I do try to like heavily test things before I just push them out to the public. And I'll after the tests are done, I open some things. The editor can open them. I could tell this to open them as it's doing it so that I could live watch it and do it. There's things like that on too. So there's just some human in the loop stuff down there as well. Anyway, that's how I test. So if you submit something, I would prefer that you create test prompts for whatever you submit and give me, so that I can just go through and like I can run your test prompts and tell it to open the assets while it's running in test prompts. I can see what you gave me. It helps me out. Thanks.